What up? Welcome back. We're live. I'm excited. Can you hear it in my voice? I don't know. Are you excited? I mean, my goodness, the first comment is a complaint. My Lord. You get a 35-point win, and the first comment is a complaint. But I tell you what, everything I said is still painting to be true. And people call me an asshole, said I should be ashamed of myself. Well, we're one game away from a suspension. Sorry, we're one tech away from a suspension off of some really ridiculous crap. But what a game. 27 points, 27 minutes, 8 of 13, 5 of 9, 11 assists. And that damn turnover bug it looked a lot better at 4 than at 6. And those last two just were unnecessary. Could have looked a lot better with 11 and 4 than 11 and 6. A good night for Leah Boston. No 3-point shots made. Israel. 22 points in 20 minutes, 10 of 14, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 turnovers. Kelsey Mitchell apparently broke some record with 11 straight games with at least 3 3-point shots made. She goes for 23 points in 26 minutes, 9 of 16. And the Fever come away with a 123-88 win after a record breaking 70-point first half. Game was over at halftime. Game was over at halftime. It was just a matter of how many minutes Caitlin Clark would play. And yeah, she played 27, so it's a little it's a little bit they won by 35. I mean, if the game was close, would she have played more? That's the question. If the game had actually been close, would she have played more? I wonder. I wonder. But obviously an important win, an easy win, one that allows you to sit your starters on the bench the entirety of the fourth quarter. The bench did a good job in the fourth quarter, winning that quarter 26-19. So all in all, the Fever played as well as they could possibly play as a unit, shooting 62% from the floor, 50% from three, 81% from the line. They out rebounded Connecticut 35-28. 29 assists on 45 made shots, led by as many as 36. I mean, y'all tell me, what did y'all think? I did not do any lives today. I forgot that there were games at 3 o'clock because I did want to do the Minnesota game because Nafisa Collier returned for the Minnesota Lynx, and she had a big time game in just a short amount of time. I did not do the Mystics game against Vegas because, quite frankly, I expected them to lose. And of course, going against the Fever game, I figured I'd have nobody on the live with me. So I didn't do that. And then the Mystics come away with a 199 win after their win over the Valkyries on the road. It's crazy. And here you got Indiana with a clinic. Today was a clinic. Today was an absolute clinic. How is it? How is it possible when you win by 35 to have two DNP coaches decision players? How is that actually possible? I don't know, man. How do you have two players go DNP coach's decision? How does Demiris Dante? What the hell has happened to Raven Johnson? Oh my God. What the hell has happened to Raven? Oh, she was in street clothes. So is she? I don't want to ask the question, but is she now a developmental contract? I know she's not, but what is she in street clothes for? Was she actually injured? I don't know. Did she get a bed sores from sitting on the bench for so long that she's in street clothes? I mean, no one even noticed the injury report that she was on it. I didn't even look at it. Let's look at what was Raven Johnson's ailment. So Raven Johnson was not even on the injury report. Oh, Demiris Dantas was out. Okay. So now you have a player. Now this is again. You have a developmental player in Bree Hall. Why didn't you play her? 6:30 report. Oh my gosh. When the hell did Raven Johnson end up on the injury report? At 6:30, she wasn't on it. Let's go to 7. Let's go to 7. Let's look at 7:45. 7:45. Oh, Raven Johnson had a lower body injury or an the hell? So between 6:30 and 7:45, Raven Johnson got hurt. Let's see at 7:30. Let's see at 7:30. Okay, she was at 7:30. She was out. How about 7:15? At 7:15. Okay, so between 7:15 and 7:30, Raven Johnson got hurt because she was on no injury report at 7:15. Between 7:15 and 7:30, she got magically and mysteriously hurt. Not that it matters. It's just it's so is this not the Indiana Fever way? Is this not the Indiana Fever way to have a player between 7:15 and 7:30 get injured with a lower body injury? I mean, my God. How do you get hurt in warmups? This is the Indiana Fever way. Getting injured in warmups. Hey, I hope everyone's having a great day. Um, you know, that was a performance, man. At halftime, Caitlin, Kelsey, and Aaliyah had 50 of 70 points, and the game was pretty much already over. I don't know. Did y'all watch at what point were y'all not paying attention? At what point were y'all not paying attention? That's the question. Because, yeah, I think I wasn't paying attention most of the game. I was in and out of consciousness. Let's talk about the only thing that matters in this game. Let's talk about the only thing that really matters in this game. Caitlin Clark picked up a technical foul in a 30-point game. I might be insensitive. I should be ashamed of myself. I am not a doctor. I don't know a damn thing. I'm stupid. I'm retardo. I'm a fool. I'm a mean person. I should be sued for defamation of character. Listen here. She's one game away. She's one tech away from a suspension. They got 17 games left. No, I am also autistic. And so here we are. A double tech with her and Sanaya Rivers. Up 30. And people need to stop acting surprised when you are in a jaw-jacking thing in a professional basketball game. I know she doesn't care. She told us she doesn't care. She said, I mean, and up until that point, She just played ball tonight from what I saw. And again, people will make excuses. You're up 30. Why are you even engaging in stupidness? Why are you even responding? Why are you saying, look at the scoreboard? Why are you even opening your mouth at all? Well, when she's suspended for a game, guys, don't get mad at me. When she's suspended for 2 games, don't get mad at me because she's going to be suspended for at least 3 games of the final 17. Get ready for it because she told you she doesn't care. It did. It absolutely did. If you gave it was a not it was a jaw jacking thing. Yeah, that's they give text for that. If you don't watch basketball enough, they give text. They double tech everybody now. They don't single tech people. If they give 2 people, if there's a jaw jacking shit going on and they T one, they T the other, and they get it over with. Again, the excuses are made. So was it a tech worthy call on Sanaya Rivers? I would love to know if it was a tech worthy thing on Sanaya Rivers because again, throwing hands. I want her at that point. You're up 30. Walk the fuck away. Walk away. I tell you what, y'all won't be mad at her until she's going to be suspended from a playoff game. I mean, when she's suspended from a playoff game, then you might get mad. When she gets suspended from a playoff game for text, then you might get mad. Oh, that would be the classic when you can finally acknowledge how some of these technical fouls that are picked up for unnecessary means are done. But yeah, yes, you can if you have enough tech. I'm sure there's a technical rule in the WNBA as well. Just like there's a technical rule in the NBA playoffs, I'm sure there's a technical rule in the WNBA. So, I mean, let's Google this. As you said, you can't be suspended for text in the playoffs. WNBA rule on text because they have that rule in the NBA. The NBA rule is I think 7 because they can play up to like what 28 games, and it doesn't really matter until the finals. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, during the postseason, the suspension. I mean, again, you just told me you can't be suspended during the postseason. The suspension thresholds for and fines are stricter than in the regular season. Under the revised rules for the 2026 season, a player or coach receives 1 game suspension after accumulating 4 technical fouls in the playoffs. So again, you're wrong. I'm right. Have a great day. No, the comment was you can't get suspended for text in the playoffs. I know it restarts. I'm not dumb. I've been doing this a long time. So when she gets suspended in an important playoff game because she picks up 4 technical fouls, then maybe you'll be upset. I mean, maybe at that point you'll be upset. Maybe at that point you will acknowledge that there is a problem. Maybe at some point there is that was a nothing play right there, guys. She did her little arm throw. She la la la, and then here we go. The spectrum set in. Uncontrollable reaction in a fucking 30-point game. There were more than one comment. There's more than one comment. Yeah, great. Again, why are you even bothering? Why bother? Again, you'll argue until you're blue in the face. My God. I wonder if any of y'all got kids. God. Or maybe you're too old and your kids are well in their 40s and 50s and 30s, 40s, 50s. But when your kid was a kid, did you ever get mad? Did you have any discipline for your child? Because y'all tell me that I don't parent my kids for shit. I done had enough comments from people in this chat telling me that I need to do a better job parenting because I was cussing in front of my teenage son. Oh my goodness. I've already said it. I am on the spectrum. Deal with it. I can talk about it. Y'all are never going to get upset. She played great today. Why are you even engaging in dumb shit? up 30. That's literally all players from the other team are trying to do at that point. Like, it is basic elementary shit at that point in the game. When you are up 30, they're going to gnaw at you. They're going to try to bait you into doing foolishness. Into foolishness. And you get baited. Literally. I mean, you get baited just like that. I was shocked she was in the game in the second half. I was shocked she played more than 5 minutes in the second. I'm soft and you're a bitch. I'm soft and you're a bitch. I want the player to play and not be suspended. I'm soft. Oh my God. I'm soft and you're a bitch. Yeah, freedom of speech gets you suspended. Don't worry. You got 7 technical fouls in 24 games. That's literally means you getting a technical foul every every 6 games. Less than every 4 games. You're being less than that. 3.5 games. Like, good grief. Her and Angel Reese should hang out together. Let's see which one can challenge the other to get suspended first. I'm soft as fuck. Go fuck your mother. Get the fuck out of my chat, you bitch asshole. Bye. Like, every 3.7 games, she has a technical foul. I mean, you got to control this. Do I got to put her on a level with Draymond Green in reactions? I thought they would pull her at 5 minutes in the third, and that would be a donezo. And she was still playing. Stephanie White, I blame you. I blame you, Stephanie White. You left her out there for that team to start taking chippies. And what happened? I cry about everything, and so does your mama. Suck a big fat one. Suck a big fat one. Hey, David, you don't like it? Go watch Ben. He'll blow your dick forever, you know. He'll tell you everything's wonderful. Go watch KTV. He'll blow your dick. He'll tell you everything's wonderful. He'll never call out reality. He'll never do it. They'll never do it. Go watch The Angry Guy. Go watch Adrian Ross. You want everyone to do a glaze channel? You can go watch any of them peoples. They'll glaze you until the day's done. They will glaze you. They will glaze you as long as you freaking want. Oh, you don't like the comparison to Draymond Green, right? Ah, you don't like it. Exactly. Neither do I. Neither do I. I'm not whining. I'm literally commenting. This is a show. I'd like the grown ass woman to not get baited in by some fucking dumb shit with fucking up 30. Up 30. Up 30. And you want to know what? She ain't hurt. I changed my mind on it. She's not hurt. She said no to the 3-point contest as a double middle finger to the WNBA because she looked just fine tonight. She looked just fine tonight. So, yeah. No, I know you. None of you care about you. And it's couldn't care less. Learn the language, Mike Miller. It's couldn't care less. Because if you could care less, then that means there's more that you can care about. Couldn't means you don't care at all. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So guess what? On Friday, you won't see Caitlin Clark. She was healthy. She looked fantastic tonight. And that was her double middle finger to the WNBA saying, I'm not doing it. Suck a big fat one. Go get the ratings on your own. That's it. I'm burning down my channel. Timothy, go by. Get out. I'm not burning down anything. You don't want to watch. You don't want to listen to shit. You want to have a dick sucking fest every day. I don't have a Caitlin Clark channel. I know it's very, very difficult for you to understand. I do not have a Caitlin Clark channel. I talk about sports. Yes, I talk about Caitlin a lot. I don't have to fucking pacify you to make you feel better about yourself because you're looking for someone to be agreeable with. Oh my God, you need someone to be agreeable with. Oh my God, my emotions are fine. You guys, some of y'all, not all of y'all, because a lot of y'all are great. Some of y'all really just want someone to massage you and blow you and tell you everything's wonderful and nothing is an issue at all. Nothing's an issue. Never an issue. Go 2 for 14, it's okay. Go 6 for 10, 12, it's fine. Go 6 for 25, it's fine. 1 for 10, it's fine. It's always fine. It's always fine. Yeah, Felipe Tirado. Yes, you should be concerned because when she's suspended from a game that could be the difference between a 3 seed and a 6 seed, because this league is so bundled up together and they lose. Oh, man. I know a lot of you become Fever fans. It's okay. And you'll still watch because the ratings tell me that. And you'll blame referees. You'll blame referees. It's okay. If you don't like keeping it real, then you can get the freaking hell out of my room. This is my goddamn house. So, yes, you should be concerned about technical fouls when it's the best player in the goddamn world and your favorite player and not want her to be suspended. But clearly you do not care if she gets suspended. I pray that they rescind it. I pray that they go back and look like, yo, that's some fucking dumb shit. But you know what? They're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. She ain't going off the Fever, so get over that shit too. You don't want her on the Fever anyways? She's gonna resign. She's got Stockholm syndrome. She's not going anywhere ever. She's in love with Stephanie White. Stephanie White's like her bestie. It's like a mother-daughter relationship at this point, if you haven't noticed. Literally, it's a mother-daughter situation. Moms and daughters argue all the time. That's what I've come to acknowledge with this shit. My goodness. Because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you, you want to come on here, you want to watch dick sucking appointments, go watch everybody else. I'm not giving you a dick sucking appointment, man. You want everybody to tell you how great that is and how it doesn't matter. I wonder, how was it in any of the lives that you were watching when she picked up that 7th technical foul and what was said in that room? Oh my God, the referee is so wrong. Or did you say, can you control? Why are you doing that? Why are you engaging in that in a 30-point game that you're literally about to come out of? I wonder what the reactions were because I wasn't in any live because I'm not watching them shits no more. They bore me. They bore me. Yeah, I love your dick, Timothy Malley. You know, you were here last night. Tell the world that, right? Exactly. I mean, I could screenshot it, man. You were here last night, right? You liked mine, right? It was good, right? It was good? Yeah, right. Gotcha. Shit. Today, when she's suspended, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. She got hit in the crotch again. Apparently, she got testicles now. So she got hit in the crotch by Sanaya Rivers, and the foul wasn't on Sanaya Rivers. It was on the other girl. All right, I know. Y'all just be staring for shit, bro. It's weird. It is weird how you watch certain things. I mean, man, do y'all not even watch basketball, bro? Again, you have balls. So what you're saying is she has balls. Yeah, you were coming in her mouth last night, Timothy. I know you like getting head by a dude. Yeah, you love getting head by dudes. I get it. She said she was going to be suspended. She told you she was going to be suspended. She doesn't give a shit. And when she gets suspended, she'll complain about it. She'll complain about it. Because you know what happens when you get suspended by the WNBA? I hope you know this. There's no autograph sessions. So if you have tickets for those games, you won't get your autograph signed because she won't even be in the building. That's what happens when you get suspended from a game in the WNBA and the NBA. You cannot be in the building. You stay the fuck home. You can't be in the fucking in the locker room. You stay home. You stay home. You stay home. Here we go. You know what? I want to give y'all the opportunity to talk some shit because we can go back and forth tonight. Here, I'm opening the lines. I want to see anyone has the balls. Iowa Hawkeyes, you are talking a lot of smoke. Jump up in. Click the link, bitch. Show me what you got, motherfucker. I guarantee you don't have the balls to jump on my live. Come on, I got the headphones on. I've been waiting for this tonight from some of you fucking pussies. Let's go. Come on, jump on in. Click in. Let's go. Talk your shit, homie. Talk your shit, homie. Talk. How about you, Timothy? You jump on in, bro. Talk your shit, homie. Come on, man. Come on. I know you're just tough behind a keyboard. Talk your shit and show your faces too. I want to know your names. I want to know who's so tough behind a keyboard. I want to know. You got my face on the screen. I'll give you my goddamn address. I got time for it. Let's fucking go. Come on. Breezy. What's up, Breezy? Welcome aboard, sir.
Yo, yo,
What's going on,
yo,
man?
what's up, man? Hey, you funny as hell, Rudy.
I appreciate it, man. I just wish
Hey,
people would understand what reality is when it comes to sports.
yeah.
Fuck.
Now you keeping it real, man, for real, because I don't even understand how you could have 7 technical fouls, bro, at All Star break. That's pathetic.
Shit.
That's
You would be
unacceptable.
you would be kicked out of your high school team or college team if you had 7 technical fouls in 24 games.
Yeah, that's completely unhinged, man. Like to be on a level with Angel Reese and everybody acting like it's okay.
Mhm.
Nah, man. And I'm a huge Caitlin Clark fan, but she gotta get her emotions under control, man.
I mean,
It's
getting a technical foul of 30. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing? She got a technical foul against the Sun back, maybe like the 10th game of the season with 30 seconds left in the game, bro.
I didn't remember that, but yeah, good
Yeah,
to remind me. Yeah, okay.
yeah. It was 30 seconds left in the game, and she's jawing at their coach, and she got a technical foul.
So she got 2 technical fouls in some of the dumbest situations
The
on earth because
the
she
most
has a lack of
yeah,
self-regulation.
the most boneheaded technicals I've ever seen in my life comes from Caitlin Clark. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about, and people just, man, I got killed under like Ben Daniels' post because I was like, man, what the hell is going on when she was at 6? I'm like, man, what is
Yeah,
going on? Man, I
yeah.
got everybody flooded me, just like, yo, the referees are against her, man. You don't understand.
I've never seen nothing like this in my life. It's gotten to the point where I don't even want to watch this shit no more. And then
It's
people tell me,
like,
"Oh, stop watching." Then, well, I'll do what the fuck I want. Like
yeah, nah,
that's the feeling I have. Was I feel like I don't want to
yeah,
watch this shit no more.
yeah, but you could have your opinion because I mean, look. It's pretty obvious, man. I'm pretty sure people in the background telling her like, "Yo, what are you doing?" But like you said, she had a press conference the other day. Was like, she don't care.
Nope,
She's not gonna change her attitude. Nothing's gonna change.
nothing
So
at all. And I
it
mean,
is.
hey,
Hey,
and here's the excuses. She gets text for breathing. No, she gets text for being an ass clown.
yeah,
Like again,
yeah,
another excuse. This is the excuse making. This is the excuse making society for everyone. And you know what? Angel Reese has the same excuse making society.
yeah. That's
They,
true.
they're the same exact way, but none of these people want to recognize that they're exactly the same, just for the opposite player.
Yep, you're
God
right about
forbid.
that. It's 100% facts, man. But hey, like you said, hey, you kept it real. Look, okay, when we get down into the season and she gets suspended for a big game, right? You need this game to get home court advantage in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark
and
suspended.
she can't play, and they won't care. Yeah,
Can't
they'll
play.
care. They'll be bitching and complaining about it. And yes, I did suggest that she might be on the spectrum and that she can't control, which is why I said that might be an explanation. And all people said was I'm an asshole for even suggesting it. I'm an
Yeah,
asshole for suggesting it. And I only know more about this shit because I'm dealing with my kid. So I learn more about it, and people get mad. Oh my God, you're talking about someone's medical stuff. This is professional sports. They talk about a dude's sex orientation. I mean, what are we talking about? You're calling Brittany Griner a fucking man, not you, but people are calling her a man because she calls herself a man. Like, so we can't talk about what's going on here because this shit is not normal. And there's a lot of pro athletes who are probably on the spectrum. So I think Angel Reese might be. She's a perpetual victim. There's always something with her, but people don't
yeah,
like the truth. It's
yeah.
crazy, man.
This is pretty
So
crazy, man. But
and
yeah, man.
and I learned about it, and I just thought, and I heard it on different shows as well, but no one has the balls to put it on their image or on the title and say, "Is this a possibility?" Because if someone if you have any kids,
Nah, I don't got no kids
no.
now.
If you had a kid and that kid was fucking up in school and you said, "You better get your shit together," and the kid says, "I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I do.
Right.
I'm gonna do what I do." Like, well, that's what Caitlin Clark just told the world. I don't give a fuck.
It's exactly
Like,
what she said.
and and
Exactly.
and,
I was
and the
shocked. I was
like
like,
what?
what? You don't
And people
care?
like
Oh,
and people
wow.
people are sitting here saying, I suggested she throw hands. Yes, again, they're not listening because they're choosing to ignore what I said. Yes, if someone tries to take you out, you need to defend yourself. Yakking at referees over calls is not defending yourself. Not calling out yakking at the referee because your teammate didn't call a screen left is not defending yourself. And yakking at a player in a 30-point game who did nothing because other than talk shit. Oh, she bumped you. She didn't try to take you out. I'm talking about the people that try to take you out. Again, this is the they flip flop. They change everything and say what I said. I know what I said. I know what I said. You know who she should have taken a shot at? Dejanay Carrington, Kennedy
Yeah.
Carter,
Right.
Angel Reese,
Yep.
Tina Charles. Those people. Those are the folk. Marina Mabry,
Mm-hmm.
not Sanaya Rivers, who's literally fucking praised the shit.
Horrible. Yeah.
Sanaya Rivers praised the shit out of Caitlin Clark last year. Like glazed her.
Hey,
Like
Rudy,
over in a it's
you know what
crazy.
it's looking like? It's looking like she's picking and choosing her battles, man.
Of course, man.
And it's like,
I'm tough now.
I just don't get it, man. Like, what's all this John with the referees about, man? Like, you look at, have you ever seen Kelsey Mitchell get a technical foul?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen her get a tech, bro.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I don't know. I don't know that she's had. I've never seen it.
She just hoops. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't get it, bro. It's frustrating, man. But
And
ain't
they
nothing
got
gonna
little
change. Caitlin Clark,
nothing.
everybody defending her, bro. So nothing's gonna change.
Reading these comments to me are laughable. Some of these comments are I'm under pressure, so I flip out. Like, what are you talking about? And then if you could take your ball and go, well, the door's there, leave. I don't care. Again, I'm a realist. I'm not a fucking. I don't pacify you, like folks.
Right.
I'm not here to fucking massage your feelings. Bounce. I'll kick you out. Bye. God, not you. Bye. Monet, you
Yeah,
can go. You can never come back. Like
bro.
I don't care. This is the
This
thing.
don't
I
even.
don't even. It's
My
crazy, bro.
bad. Go ahead. My bad.
I wrote. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. I mean, I was a diehard Dan Marino fan. Diehard. You think that Dan Marino couldn't catch smoke from people, from
Right.
fans? He wasn't perfect. He made
Right.
major mistakes in playoff games. He was always chewing out teammates, screaming at referees. He looked like a clown half the time out there. You get called out for dumb shit. You get called out for it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if she
You
have a
know.
6 turnover game, you can't say nothing about it, Rudy.
Yeah, she
You'll
did
get.
have six, and she had it tonight. Six
Oh,
turnovers, and she did. She had six
oh,
turnovers.
damn.
She had 11-4, and then threw two stupid ass passes
Yeah,
because
I
they're up
saw that.
30, and she's trying to like hit that home run. And there you got
Mhm.
two more turnovers. And now people looking at, oh, she had six turnovers. I'm like, yeah, she did. She did. And Aaliyah Boston is like Caitlin Clark, by the way, folks, on the low. She cries about everything, but she doesn't spark off on everything. She
Yeah.
cries. She cries. She cries like the victim, but she
Yeah.
doesn't go like
Yeah.
"fuck
She.
you, ref." Like
Exactly. Exactly. Like she'll throw her arms in the air a lot, and
every
argue.
time.
But she's not like cursing the referee, getting all up in their face and cursing them out. Nah, she's not doing any of that. That
I mean,
technical foul that Caitlin Clark should be having 8 technicals already.
oh,
Remember when she
easy.
ran up in that referee's face and the ref just let her have it.
Oh, yeah, she let her. That was the one she let her
Yeah,
go. I'm gonna bring
she
someone
let it
else in
go.
the room right here. What's up, Christian? How you doing, man?
Hey, God bless America. Isn't sports great?
It's beautiful, man. Welcome aboard, man.
Appreciate you.
What you got, man?
I just think it's beautiful that it sparks so much emotion and drama. That only adds to it. It's beautiful. I like it, you know? Ooh, let's go. USA.
No,
All day.
I love emotion, and I just wish people would be more realistic as to what's happening, and
But
not
they
sit here
can't
and
because they're
say,
fanatics. They're fanatics. They can't. So sometimes the emotions and the feelings, they overwhelm you, but then they'll sleep on it, and maybe kind of tomorrow they'll readjust. But in the heat of the passion, and especially if you have one side over the other, you're gonna get to those feelings. That's why people tune in and watch. Nobody would watch if it wasn't that way. So when Caitlin Clark came to the WNBA, she was like that firecracker. Now you have two competing sides. Before, it was pretty much only like the LGBTQ and whatever. Maybe some of the other, but it was mainly just one. But now you have like fractions, and it's all coming together, and people are in their feelings and fighting, and they want their side to win. I mean, that's what brings the money in, and that's what brings the eyeballs in. It was boring before, but now it's kind of popping. You feel me?
I feel you. No, I agree. I just don't want her to be suspended for a game for dumb shit.
Well,
suspended. Like, and she doesn't care that she'll get suspended. And people are gonna sit here and tell me in the chat here that I'm an idiot and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, when she gets suspended, I then don't come back and cry about it. That's all I say.
So why do they think you're an idiot because of that?
Oh my God, read them. If you can see the comments on the side, I mean, I'm a fool. Her picking up that technical foul to me was dumb. It was unnecessary. It was, you're up 30. Talking shit when you're in a 30-point game, whether you're either side, to me is like, okay, you're up 30, bro. If the defense at that point, and I'm sure if you played sports at some point, your coach always told you, look, you're up big. They're gonna try to bait you into shit. Don't let them bait you, because it only hurts you. Like you hear it all the time in especially in playoff games in high school. Like it's a one and done. They lose, they're going home. We win, you get suspended. You can't play the next game. You get ejected. You can't play the next game. So who loses more? They lost, but you're out, and now we lose the next game because our best player is sitting on the bench. So it's, don't get baited into stuff, and yet I don't even know what Sanaya Rivers did that baited her so much to get all hot and bothered. And to me, it's disappointing because now you're in a real situation where she will be suspended every other tech at this point. The next tech, then she gets one more, then another one gets suspended, then the next one, then another. She could be suspended probably three games in 14, in 17, and people don't care. But hey, it's fine. And
so
go ahead.
So you think that Clark should be more stoic?
I think that she should be. Again, I made a video where I think she might be on the spectrum because I think she lacks emotional self-regulation. I said this because I'm dealing with my own kid, and I deal with it myself, and which is why I flip out. But I'm not going to lose my fucking. I'm not going to get suspended and from a game for flipping out in my own podcast. She's going to lose a game or more for doing that. And again, they don't care. And I think that at certain point, I was surprised she didn't get pulled earlier because they said that she was on a minutes restriction. She actually played the most minutes of anybody today, actually. And I just, if she's not on it, then she has a serious issue of not giving a shit. And I don't believe that's the case. I don't believe she doesn't give a shit. I believe she cares. That's why I put out there that maybe she is going through that, because for people who are autistic, it's a wide spectrum of, and it's not things that people believe, but it is what it is. I don't want her to be suspended, and I'm not ragging on her. So you know what? I'm critiquing again. These people here, I'm ragging. I'm not ragging. People don't even know what ragging means. But go ahead. I'm sorry. That's why I think that it's something to watch out for, and when it happens, because she said it's going to happen. Then people.
Well, I do realize Clark. She plays with a certain level of fire, and so sometimes you can get that fire, and it could start to blaze out of control on you.
You're up 30. You're up 30.
Yeah, I understand, but sometimes when you as a player, even though you might be up big, you're up big because you got yourself into the zone, and sometimes it's hard to get out of the zone once you're in the zone. You feel me? So I know she probably could maybe do a better job of being more stoic and maybe sometimes smile and laugh it off, but
that would be great, because that would actually change the feeling.
But when you're in that zone, though, sometimes you just so locked in, to overcome it. It's like the eye of the tiger, so you can win even though you may be in a position where, things may be stacked against you, but you get that eye of the tiger, and even though you're up 30, you're still super locked in. So I get both sides of the situation, and maybe that's her next evolution, or her next step is to.
Let me ask you a question then. And hey, Breezy, if you want to jump in on this too, let me ask you a question. You mentioned being locked in. Do y'all remember when LeBron James had that 46-point game against the Boston Celtics in the playoffs with the Miami Heat? And there was that video, that image where he's like hands on his knees and his eyes are just like zeroed in.
Yeah, definitely
You
remember
remember
that.
you
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
that one? Okay.
yeah.
See, to me, that's what locked in is. Locked in is nothing bothers you.
Nothing. You not a
Nothing.
referee, not
Nothing.
anybody. Yeah,
And
you just
to me, she's not locked in. To me, she lets everything bother her, and she lets everything affect her. In that game, LeBron James, you could have taken a baseball bat to his back and he wouldn't have moved. It wouldn't have done anything to him. He was so
Okay, well,
zoned in that game. And I think that Caitlin Clark allows any little thing to set her. And that's again, and that could be look, she could be ADHD too. I don't know, because ADHD I deal with in my household. Yes, I deal with a lot of shit in my household. ADHD people are distracted by everything. So again, another possibility, but to be locked in, you getting a foul doesn't make you flip off. Like that's not locked in then to me. And so,
yeah.
maybe you
I
see it
mean,
one way, I see it a different way.
this is a problem she's had since college though, but it's just
Yeah.
gotten worse. That's the thing, it's gotten worse. So it's like what exactly is going on, man? Like why can't you just focus on the game? Like just leave the referees alone. That's it. Just leave them alone.
That's the way I see
Play
it.
play your game. I think she'll do better, man, if she just had that mentality. But hey, it is what it is, I guess.
All right, fellas, man. I appreciate you jumping on board. I'm
All
left
right,
this
man.
open for some other people, man. All
All
right.
right, thanks, Rudy.
Take it easy, guys. Anyone else want to jump on board? Feel free. You can jump on in. I do appreciate those guys coming in, Breezy and Christian. I see Sports Oracle there, but he's not connected, so I can't bring him into anything. I'm gonna bump him out, and then he can come back in if he wants to. But again, let me bring on the post game press conference as I always do. We got Aaliyah Boston, we got Caitlin Clark, and we got Kelsey Mitchell. And let's see what she had to say in this situation. Don't know. We'll find out. And then y'all can give y'all 2 cents and opinions, man. Because, yeah, it is what it is, man. Let's see here.
Let's get us started with our stats for tonight. So, with 123 points scored tonight, the Fever have totaled their 11th game with 100 more points scored, tying a WNBA record with 17 games still to play. The score also set a franchise record for most points in a game and is the third most in a non-overtime game in WNBA history. The 70 points in the first half mark a new franchise record for points and a half, previously set at 64. Through the first three quarters of play, the trio in front of us, Aaliyah, Caitlin, and Kelsey, scored a total of 69 points, the same total as the entirety of the Suns roster at that time. Kelsey had her 11th consecutive game with 3 or more three-pointers made, a new WNBA record. And Caitlin had
I almost choked on myself. Okay, we got a 6-minute interview thing here, and this PR person's been talking for 40 seconds. And then she throws in that little jab there, saying the three of them at one point had scored more than the entire Connecticut Sun team. That was actually a jab.
had her 23rd career point assist double-double, the fourth most in WNBA history. And this is the 7th time that the trio of Aaliyah, Caitlin, and Kelsey have each scored 20 or more points, and the 3rd time this season. No teammate trio in the rest of the W has totaled more than one instance. So, our 3 All-Stars for you guys. Take it away, Tony.
Yeah, you put up 123. Everything felt like it was clicking on offense. Where did you guys sense things were going right on that end of the floor, and how quickly did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like one of our goals tonight was to come out and start well, because we've kind of struggled in that area the last couple games. So thought we did that, really well. Our defense wasn't very good in the first quarter, but it was better there in the second. And then, we're able to build a comfortable lead. And I thought we just played with really good pace and sharing the ball really well. It felt like our offense was really flowing.
One assist off the franchise record as well, but you 3 specifically.
I'm sorry to pause it. I want to talk about this comment here before we continue. Crash Out, you say if my brother keeps going to jail over and over and over, why am I keep talking about it? It's pointless. Well, then I could say that about every single channel that literally talks about Stephanie White on a daily basis. I can talk about every channel that never stops beating the same dead horse that the WNBA hates her. I can talk about every channel that does a video 4 times a day about how Stephanie White's trying to destroy Caitlin Clark's career, or how Kathy Engelbert's brain dead, or how this one is that, or how they're all a bunch of haters, or how they're all a bunch of racists, or they're how they like you could literally say that about everybody. Then you could say that about everybody. Don't ever turn on a sports program then. That's every single sports talk show, whether it's ESPN, whether it's a podcast, you can name it. LeBron James has been the topic literally for the last 3 weeks. I'm sorry, the last 23 years. And he's talked about on shows literally every single day for 23 years. So sitting here saying, oh, well, why keep talking? Because you know what? Y'all don't care about if they win or lose. Most people do not care. And this doesn't exist in the NBA. This only exists in the WNBA. Most people do not care if this team wins or loses. They care about if Caitlin Clark plays well. They care about if she puts up numbers. And then they care about if Stephanie White fucks with her minutes, and then giving them reasons to be upset and call Stephanie White a piece of shit, the whole nine. And I don't like Stephanie White, but I'm just giving you the example. You told me your brother goes to jail. Why do I keep talking about it? Well, guess what? Because he's your brother and you don't want him to go to jail. Maybe. Or maybe you do. But in this case, this is sports, not your brother going to jail. And this happens literally every other night.
I've talked about like learning to play together over these couple of years, and when you missed time last year, that impacted that. How do you feel like you three have connected recently on the offensive end of the floor specifically?
Yeah, I think we are super connected. I think for us, it's just making sure that we just execute our plays, and when we do that, everyone gets theirs. I think for C and Kels, I mean, it's super hard for teams to guard them. I mean, they can score in many different ways, and so it's just what we do. We're just continue to execute.
Caitlin, before the game, Stephanie White said that you told her, hey, I'm out of minutes restriction tonight. So how do you feel just getting out of that one and having freedom?
Still only played 27 but, I mean, I feel great. Like, I feel like I felt kind of like myself over the course of the last 3 games and just continuing to build that and stay on top of everything. But, you know, it's kind of nice when, you know, you build a hefty lead like that and then you're able to kind of get some rest there in the fourth quarter. And then a lot of my teammates were able to get in and contribute, and it was really fun to see them, you know, keep the same level of play. Like everybody came in, and when their number was called, they were ready, and that was even the same for the first half. Like, you know, when people got subbed in, they were ready, and you know, they allowed our offense to keep going, and then our defense kind of kicked in too. So I'm just proud of everybody.
I'm not sure if you're aware that you got a technical foul tonight.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Sometimes you come in here, you say, hey, I just didn't know, but you said in the past you wouldn't change anything. But how do you?
She said that she was guarding, like she said she was locking me up, so I said scoreboard. And the ref didn't like that, but I mean,
what quarter was this?
It was in the third.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got subbed in. Look right here. You got subbed in right after that.
It's not funny, Kelsey.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I guess how do you balance that when you know one more is a suspension? And
I mean, like I'm never gonna back down, and you know, I think it was the same thing with the way Kelsey was in the first half too. Like, you know, she got one in the eye. Like she's never gonna back down from a moment. And I think just like continue to try to control your emotions the best you can, and that intensity and that fire is what makes me me. But also like knowing my team needs me and finding a good balance of that. But you know, I don't think like I'm gonna be playing like with that in the back of my head. I think that might hinder my play a little bit. So I think just continue to be myself, and then just try to refocus to, you know, focusing on my teammates and how I can help them.
do you think it's inevitable or no?
I don't know. I can't predict the future. You got to ask the Magic 8 Ball.
That's right.
Caitlin, for you mentioned kind of feeling back to yourself. How much these past 3 games has it been kind of emotionally a mental boost for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I mean, like you never like being out with injury. Like it's hard for anybody, and I think especially last year, like having to go through like the four games off, 4 games to play, 4 games on, 4 games, whatever it was. Like that's really hard to kind of find a flow. So I think for myself, like just being resilient and able to get my body back pretty quickly to where it was before I missed a couple games, and then just finding my flow. And sometimes it can be hard for my teammates too. Like you don't want to come in and disrupt when you haven't been in a couple games. So just kind of easing my way back into everything, and they've made it easy too.
Kelsey, I'm curious, from your perspective, what have you seen from Caitlin here over these past 2 games since she's gotten healthier?
I just think her ability to lead, even while dealing with injury, and want to be your best self and letting your body be at your best self is a really big deal for us. We've obviously had some fluctuation as far as like people being in and out. So I get my hats off to Tutu to still like lead us and put us in the right position to really be effective.
For Kelsey, anybody else as well, do you think that this is a team at the right time going into the All-Star break? The way you guys have been playing lately and the way you've been scoring.
Yeah, I do think it's important. I think momentum and just having the basketball guys on the side in ways that that you really don't understand. And really, I think it's true. I think the way in which you love the game and you pour into the game is the way you want it to show love to you back. And I think that we've done a decent job lately as far as keeping ourselves committed to the grind and committed to what Steph has set for us. But more importantly, I think momentum going into our second half of our season is really big for us. Once you start, kind of don't stop. And I think, our next couple of opponents that we do come to see, I think these games kind of help us prepare to see whatever we want to see in the second half of the season.
Kelsey, you said last week that you don't really like to talk less about basketball. So how do you vent through the game?
Keep the main thing. Certain things don't require a lot of talking. And so I try to keep a happy balance and just keep my mind focused on what matters. Anything else?
Just, having this kind of win to go into All-Star break, what does it mean for the momentum?
It's big. It's big because this is a game like this is one of the hardest ones to play. You're just before All-Star break, not on break yet. A team that's been in so many games and has had played us well. And I'm proud of our group for being locked in, for staying locked in. Getting contributions from multiple players. It's a really good win for us. Heading into the break and now we can enjoy it.
And Caitlin picked up her 7th tech tonight. I know you talked about being strategic in using technical fouls, but how does that conversation continue knowing she's one away from?
Well, anybody who thinks that if I have a plan to be strategic about technical fouls is crazy. No, I mean, look, she's gotta pick and choose, right? She's got to pick and choose, and it's every 2 after that. So, I think the biggest thing is she knows, she has awareness about it. We'll try to help her when we can, but sometimes we can't. And if she wants to be strategic about which game she doesn't want to play, then she'll let her fly.
Steph, your talent level on offense obviously is what it is, but 3 of the highest scoring games in Fever history have been in the last 40 days. I mean, what has stepped up on that end of the floor recently that you guys just keep putting up these numbers? I
mean, I think that we've talked about it earlier in the season. Like it's just a matter of time before we start gelling. We've got some new pieces that are playing. One in particular that missed a lot of time last year that has the ball in her hands a lot. And I think, figuring out one another again for those 3 in particular, but, with KK's emergence, getting Maya and Mo involved, and, Lexi's role is different when Caitlin's back on the floor. Sophie's role is different when Caitlin's back on the floor, and, working everybody else in. It's just, I know nobody wants to be patient anymore. But it truly is not something that happens right away. It happens in its own time, and it happens organically, and it happens when you continue to work, and we've continued to work, and they've continued to trust that process.
As it pertains to the 3 All-Stars and gelling, they talked about like Caitlin missed a lot of last year, so they played one way and then they had to work it back in to get it all together. Did they do any extra work? Is this just natural ability? Like, why have they all clicked more together recently to you?
They're really good.
Yeah.
Number 1. And number 2, it's playing. There's you can't really substitute game reps. We can try to do some of that in practice, and we do, and they start to get a little bit more connected, and you see it in practice as well.
But you got to have reps, and it's just a matter of time before they kind of fall into, understanding how to put one another in positions to be successful. That's the great thing about sport, is that there is a process for a reason, and that when you're in it every day, you trust that it's going to happen, and it's happening.
Steph, do you think that teams may try to bait Caitlin? We saw like the little dust up she had with Diamond before the tech.
I don't know. Maybe, but if so, I mean, she's got to attack that like she does a matchup, and she's got to attack that like she does a coverage.
And then for you, what does All-Star break kind of do for you, just mentally, emotionally, whatever, just to kind of take a deep breath and then get ready to stand?
It allows me to disappear for a little while, which will be great. Spend some time with my family. Just decompress for a little while, because it gets crazy. I mean, it's a gauntlet when we come back. It's crazy that this is the easier part of the season in terms of travel and cadence and all of those things. So really just try to decompress and take a breath, maybe read a book, and go watch our All-Stars, and then get back to work.
You spoke pregame about the defense seeming to be elite still. I believe this is 7 of the last 9 games. You haven't allowed 100 points and 88 tonight. I guess, what have you seen on that side of the ball over the last 10 games going into the break?
I think our activity level has been better more consistently. I think our ability to lock in and answer runs and stop runs has been better. I think our rotations have been better. Our communication has been better, and building trust. I mean, it's both. It's just like the offensive end, but even more so on the defensive end, building trust in one another and understanding that, if I execute what I'm supposed to execute, somebody's going to have my back, and continuing to get better and to grow. Like, yes, we're better than we were 2 weeks ago. And as a coaching staff, our job is to continue to try to get us where we think we need to be. But our players are responding. They understand how important it is, and they're going out and they're executing it.
Behind the scenes, have you sensed almost a change in energy and kind of an increase in confidence with Caitlin as she's continued getting healthy here, especially with the performance of these past few games?
Yeah, I mean, her bounce, and her explosiveness. I think her movement. It's not. I think everybody can see it when she's in a flow and she's in a rhythm and she's not thinking. She's bouncier and her burst is back. I think that's where you notice it the most. Her burst is back, but I think even just the way that she carries herself. There's no second guessing. There's no questioning her body. She's put in the work, and she knows it, and she's trusting it.
I had one more on Caitlin. She had 5 threes in like 9 minutes. And I know you talked about the stuff that she does. We haven't seen it before, but you've been on this league for a long time. To say that a player has done something, and it seems like every other night for Caitlin, this hasn't been done since this player or ever.
Yeah.
How does that maybe just quantify her greatness?
I mean, it's crazy. You think about, you turn your head and all of a sudden you hear the crowd and she's hit a 3 or taken a 3, and it just happens so quickly. She's got that it factor, right? She's got it, and she can heat up in a hurry. She doesn't need a lot of time. She doesn't need a lot of space. And when she's on balance, you always think it's going to go in. And I just think that she's playing really great basketball. She was playing really great basketball prior to the injury as well. But I'm also really pleased with the 11 assists. I mean, I think her game management for most of the game was outstanding. It's easy to get caught up in her made threes, but she has an elite skill in her ability to see the floor as well. And it just makes everybody else's job so much easier.
All right, there you got it. You got Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, Stephanie White post-game press conference. They asked Caitlin about the technical foul. Asked if she's going to expect to be suspended at some point. Listen, I read some I'm reading the comments as this is going on. My reactions to basketball games, to sports, I have passionate reactions to sports. If you were on my live on Saturday for the bare knuckle fight in Naples, you saw my reaction to the Lorenzo Hunt fight against Walter Pugliese And if you didn't, you can go check it out, man. I'm a passionate human being. I'm not stressed out about this. I have stress in life for a lot of shit. And this, I promise you. So when I read the comments tell me that I'm stressed out, that I need to relax and all, I'm telling you right now, if you think Caitlin Clark basketball stresses me out or that the WNBA stresses me out, it doesn't. There's only a couple of teams that give me agita. The New York Yankees and the Miami Hurricanes. That's it. Those are the only two teams that would cause me to lose sleep if they lost an important game. That's it. I spent upwards of $2,000 to go to the national championship game. Miami Hurricanes and Indiana Hoosiers. Spending that much money to go to a football game. And yeah, I had 4 tickets, so it wasn't terrible actually, because tickets were going for $3,000 by themselves for one on the secondary market. But it's been $2,000+ to go to a college football game. Yeah, you sure as shit want to come away with the win. Yes, that shit still bothers me. I didn't even go to the Rose Bowl in 2002, and the Ohio State Miami game still bothers me 24 years later. My soccer team losing in a championship 3 years ago in penalty kicks actually bothers me to this day. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, not a chance. They don't. I am having. This is nothing, people. This is topic conversation. This is something to invoke discussion. Instead, what it typically invokes from certain people is that they feel the ability and the strength to insult me. So yeah, I'm gonna come back with comments to you because you feel the need to insult me in my own chat. You do realize that a lot of podcasts that exist, they don't read comments. They ignore them. In fact, they don't even see them. They have moderators who read them. Whereas I could literally just close the comments and not see it. I could just do this, take this shit off the screen, close it off, and not even acknowledge them. But I think that what separates myself from a lot of other people is that I try to engage with the people in the chat. I actually try to. So and by the way, I've received death threat texts on IG from this. I have it saved. I've had people threaten me in chats. So I can assure you that if I respond with something about someone's mother, it was a response to someone talking shit about my family, me, my kids. We can go back and forth. This stuff does not stress me out. Life is stressful. Indiana Fever basketball, Caitlin Clark. You want to know the biggest stress that I have in this space? I'm not going to call the police. I don't care. I saved everything. You want to know the biggest stress that I have in this space is canceling it. Is deciding that I don't want to do this anymore. Is literally just completely shifting course and ending all WNBA coverage. That is a stress to me because I spent a lot of effort and time into building it. and I'm not some expert. Oh, all right, Crash Out, man. Go to hell. Like, seriously, you're being a clown. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And yeah, I say that because people are talking smack and being disrespectful as hell. Because people are so bold on the internet, and they would never do these things in person. They would never do these things. They would never say these things in person. This isn't like Courtney Williams saying it's the internet, block them. Well, if I block everybody, then there'll be no channel. There'll be no channel, right? If I only, all right, dude, I'm gonna get rid of T-Bit Fimo. I'm gonna block you. You want to know why? Because I'm sitting here having and Sports Oracle. I'll dump you too, bro. I'll dump you too, bro. This is what I'm talking about. I'm literally fucking talking here, and all you're doing is posting retarded ass comments rather than listening. I know active listening is a fucking problem. So the day I decide to turn this fucking Caitlyn shit off, you can go watch all your Glazer channels and enjoy them, because that's what you seek. That's what you seek. If that's what you want, don't watch my channel. I don't want you on my channel. If I don't want you on my channel. Literally don't want you on my fucking channel if this is all you do. Because I don't deal with this shit in Miami Hurricane land. I don't deal with this with Hurricane fans. This is a Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese epidemic. It's an epidemic. Stress in life? No. This is not stress. Deciding whether or not I want to dump this shit because I don't want to cover it anymore because it's fucking terrible? Yeah, that's a stress. Because I would have wasted 2 fucking years of my life on bullshit. All right, bye, Lisa. Have a great day. Get out. Get out. Get out. I'm in a ban mode today. I'm going to start banning people. We can do this right here. You'll never see my channel again. I'll happily start banning people. Boom, 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 boom. I'll ban the whole fucking room out. I'll ban the whole room out if I fucking feel it. I'll ban everybody. I don't give a fuck no more. I'll ban the whole goddamn room. I get confrontational when people insult me in my chat. You can go watch fucking Keep the Vision, bro. I know you want to watch him. You think he's fantastic. You can go watch JTL. You can go watch Mick. You can go watch everybody. It ain't no banter. It's not banter when I find it disrespectful at a certain point. It ain't banter. I already told you I can't control myself. You hear me? Go on, Lester. Have a good one, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm telling you right now. You tell me that I'm stressed. This doesn't. Why would Caitlin Clark? If Caitlin Clark basketball stresses you out, and I swear, I think for some of you it genuinely does. You have the feeling about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever that I have about the New York Yankees and the Miami Hurricanes. So I understand it, but I don't disrespect people over it. I don't go into people's chats and tell them that they're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, go into people's podcasts while they're doing a podcast and tell them that they're fucking idiots and that they're losers and that they're this, that, and the third. I don't do that. That's like, I don't have why? I know, but there's a lot of people that just come in here to troll, and I don't got the energy for it. That shit, I don't have the energy for. Because last year, I stopped covering this shit, if you recall. I completely stopped. When Caitlin Clark didn't play, I stopped watching it. But a lot of people kept on watching it. I know this. They kept watching it. They kept watching this team. They kept watching them channels. They kept watching those lives of games that did not include Caitlin Clark. So I'm not stressed about this. I literally just opened up phone lines and I got 2 people that wanted to come in. And the 2 people talking the most shit never clicked on it. Never clicked on it. What? I did not watch that shit. I watched one game. Well, last week. I'm talking about last year, man. Last year I stopped watching. What are you talking about? I stopped watching. I stopped watching last year. I don't know what you're talking about. I stopped watching. I didn't watch. This year I did watch the one game. I admitted it. I admit it. Unlike everybody else, I admitted it. That's the funny thing. A lot of you say you're not watching it, but I know you are. I said I'm not watching Indiana. The reality is I should just cover another team, and that's fun to watch and not worth the fucking stress. Not worth the headache. And the stress that comes from, I got to produce more content to make people happy that they will like because they only want to hear the good stuff about Caitlin Clark. And God forbid you make a critical criticism of her. It's a problem. Like, oh my God. Yeah. I know what they're making. I've said what they're making. They're making a lot of money clickbaiting. They make a bunch of money. I am watching the links. I missed them today. I am absolutely watching the links. I can't wait to watch that team in full force. I missed it. It was at 3:00. I missed it. I thought they played tonight. I missed that shit. And Collier went for 24 in like 22 minutes. And I think it will take a little bit of time. It will take a little bit of time for them to get it going well, because they're going to have to get adjusted. It's not easy. Olivia Miles is going to have to go from being the top player to the creator. She already was the creator, but like today, Courtney Williams didn't score a single point. Courtney Williams is the one that saw her shots drop incredibly. I just said it doesn't stress me out. I just said that. This shit doesn't stress me out. The mental stress is coming up with content that makes people happy. That's the headache. The sport itself, Caitlin Clark, play or don't play, I don't fucking care. I don't like it. Doesn't, if she plays well, great. If I want her to play well. If they lose, I'm not losing sleep over it. If they win, I'm not gaining sleep over it. I'm not. I want her to play well. That's it. I don't want her to get suspended. I don't want her to get technical fouls. That's me. And I don't sit here and lie about stuff. No, there's not that many fans, man. Outside of Indiana, there's not a whole lot of fans. Oh, boy. What am I I'm not going to defend shit I don't think needs to be defended at times. At times, I'm growing a business, and at times, I'm having fun online. It's a give and take. If I should have gone a different direction from the beginning, but hey, it is what it is. I get mad when my teams lose. Yes, the New York Yankees and the Miami Hurricanes. The rest of this shit, whatever. Whatever. Maybe I'll start caring about the Miami Heat again. Maybe. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna watch. I guarantee. How many of y'all are gonna watch Friday? How many of y'all are gonna watch Friday? Ayers, you're full of crap, man. You watch every fucking game, bro. Stop it. You watch every fucking game. You don't care if she misses due to text? You're full of shit. You do care. Because the less she plays, the more someone takes to shine. You'll be watching Friday? I'm not watching Friday. Yeah, that's why I go back and forth about whether or not I'm meant for this space or not, because I don't have to do this for the Miami Hurricanes. Because Miami Hurricane fans, they like it raw. They like it uncut. Fever fans, Caitlin fans don't like it raw and uncut. A lot of folks don't like it raw and uncut. They like it massaged and packaged, which is why you like certain channels. And that's cool. Which is why my channel has taken a lot longer to grow while others have exploded. Which is because I cuss too much or I do this or that. Like, come on. They all lie about it. They're not going to stop covering the fucking fever of Caitlin Clark can miss the next calendar year, and every one of those channels would keep on covering Indiana fever shit. I'm telling you. They would still do it. I'm not watching this weekend. My wife's birthday is we're leaving for the weekend. I'm not watching shit this weekend. I wouldn't have watched it this weekend regardless. It's a freaking break. It's a break. After watching that All-Star game last year, that debacle, Jesus. I'm not in a bad mood at all. I am very raw and uncut. That's why y'all get sensitive. Fever fans are mostly women. I don't know what y'all are. I know that Adrian Ross has 60,000 subscribers. I just kicked the woman out of my damn chat. I'm sure she'll run over to Adrian Ross. But that's all. I mean, if Caitlin Clark literally stopped playing for a year, they would still talk about fuckery that involves Caitlin Clark. They would find something. They'd go watch her play golf. They would go watch her do the ghost thing and make a model or something. They'd find. They'd watch her at NASCAR. They would find something. They would find something. So, yeah, it's fine. We got Dallas up 50-49 in the middle of the third, in case you're interested. And Paige Beckers is playing. Today, the New York Liberty beat the Chicago Sky 95-94. Minnesota beat Seattle 86-76. Washington with a stunner. Shakira Austin hits the and one with 12 seconds to go to give the Mystics a 199 win. Over the Aces. The Aces' last play was just utterly ridiculous. Ended up taking a three that missed by a mile. You know. But yeah. By the way, the Fever are now 16-10. In case you're wondering, since you claim you don't care. They're the 5 seed now. I'm sorry, 17-10. The 5 seed. A half game ahead of Atlanta. 2 games ahead of the Liberty. And the Mystics have pretty much solidified the 8 seed. They're 14-12. They've got back-to-back wins. They're 3 games ahead of Portland. And then it's Portland, Toronto, LA, Phoenix, Chicago, Connecticut, and Seattle. Top 4 are Minnesota, Golden State, Vegas, and Dallas. If Dallas loses tonight, they'll be tied with Indiana, but they will have the head-to-head matchup. Are some of you bothered that Sophie's not in the 3-point contest? Are some of you bothered that Aaliyah Boston is not in the 3-point contest? Because I don't fucking care. If Collier can mesh well with these girls, they're gonna be trouble. They're gonna be trouble. Why is Shepard not in the MVP race? What's confusing? Because she's the second best player on her team. I mean, I think that would be fairly obvious. She's averaging 14.8 and 11.9 rebounds. I mean, that's not MVP numbers. That's not MVP numbers. Yeah, well, again, Sophie Cunningham was not invited. And by the way, Sabrina Ionescu came on the mic today and said she was never invited. So she didn't turn down anything. She never got invited. She never got invited. That's what Sabrina Ionescu said. Well, they're in the top 10% in 3-point percentage. I thought it was just rather amusing that people were so bothered that Sophie Cunningham wasn't invited to a 3-point contest. Heck, if you, why in the world would anybody care that Aaliyah Boston wasn't invited to the 3-point contest? I mean, if you like slow motion 3-point shots, I guess she would never finish the racks. She would never finish the racks because her shot comes out slow as hell. So yeah, that would be a problem. I mean, she leads the WNBA in 3-point shooting. She's number 1 and Sophie's number 2 in percentages, but you know, but again, there's a difference in catch and shoot threes and hell, Aaliyah Boston, where she just stands on the line and shoots the 3 and catches it. Who said anything about Boston? There were podcasts. There were podcasts. There were podcasts. I'm just saying there were. I mean, people don't like it. I watched, some. Kelsey Mitchell start 4th. Now, I'm surprised Kelsey Mitchell's not in the 3-point contest. I'm surprised about that. That one is a little surprising. But yeah, Sabrina Ionescu did say today that she did not even get invited. So I don't know why that would come out that she did and that she turned it down. I'm just looking at the players here, and I mean, AZ Fudd's in it. I would bet she wins it. I'm gonna be real. I think she's gonna win it. I think she wins it. You got Bridget Carlton, AZ Fudd. Hey, thanks, Lester. Appreciate the super chat. Maybe we'll finish those racks of ribs real quick. Oh Lord. I think AZ Fudd wins it. Marina Mabry's in it. She's shooting. What is she shooting from 3? She's shooting 39.2%. Fudd's at 38.8. Carlton's at 38.2. Natasha Ryan Howard's at 35. Ryan Howard in this thing is crazy. She might hit 5 the whole thing. I mean, she ain't hitting nothing. Like this is not. This is not. Ryan Howard in this is absolutely nuts to me. That's nuts to me. Natisha Heideman's at 35.2%. Who was the last one? It was Heideman, Howard, Carlton, Fudd, and Mabry. Oh, Saloon. They don't have a 40% 3-point shooter on this thing on the bunch of them. I mean, Salon from Golden State. Those are your 6 3-point shooters. I think Fudd wins. Israel, if AB was in the 3-point contest, I don't think she would fucking finish the 4th rack. I don't think she could finish the 4th rack. Aaliyah Boston's taking 2.8 threes per game. If she was taking 5 threes per game, she would not be shooting 46.9%. So she'd probably be shooting 35% because then she'd be shooting a whole bunch of rushed ones. Because she only shoots them when she's wide open. Look, this team played great today, man. They played great today. You should shoot 62%. They played great. I'm not going to criticize how they played great. That was a great job. 62%, 50 from the field. I mean, that's top shelf. There was great ball movement, and it wasn't like they just had a whole bunch of layups off turnovers. There was ball movement. They moved the ball really, really well. They played a whole bunch of people. Apparently, Raven Johnson is now injured in a 15-minute window in warm-ups. Oh boy. Well, anyhow, that's gonna wrap this thing up. I hope everyone's had a great night. Caitlin Clark now has a week to rest. They don't play again until I think Tuesday or so of next week. When do they play? They play the Seattle Storm on the 28th. So she's got 6 days of rest. She got 6 days of rest. You know, I don't even think she should play in the All-Star game at this point. Do I think Raven Johnson's a bust? I would never have drafted her. I don't know why that's so hard. I would have never drafted her, but when you draft her, you need to play her. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh Lord. The loser has entered the chat at the 85th minute. Oh my goodness, here we go. There we go. The Fever shot 62% and 50% from the floor. From three. The loser has entered the chat. What are you talking about? I just told you 62% from the floor, the team. Anyhow, loser just entered the chat. Yakety yakking. Look at these guys. They love me. They can't help it, man. They can't help me. They cannot help it. They have an affinity for me. They're in love with me. I mean, I'm their daddy, man. It is what it is. I'm their daddy. They come home to daddy every time. And then they go report to the other daddy. The trolls that enter my chats are off the wall, man. They are in love. They are in love. They are in love. God, it's almost so. I mean, man, who has the time? You know, the only way that someone's stream pops up on your shit as a live is if you subscribe, or if you want to see it, or if you keep clicking on it. If you keep clicking on it, yeah, they keep coming, man. They keep on coming. Ay, ay, ay. They pick me. They love me. They love me because they know I won't just block them. I don't block. I don't just automatically block them. I'm not gifting any shirts. I was, by the way, people, I was asked to make a Sophie Cunningham shirt, and everybody lied to me, said they were going to buy a Sophie Cunningham shirt. And you know that nobody bought the damn shirt. Like, I wasted my fucking time. And I'm a little bit aggravated by it because I'm like, I'm taking the time to do this. I didn't plan on it. And me putting in certain things in my system, I got to get rid of others in order to add this stuff because I have a cap at 100. And here I create the shirt and nobody buys it. There's your Sophie Cunningham collection. Why aren't you buying it? I know Cunningham motion is fake. It was fake last year too. It's not a cool shirt. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, I'll just delete it and go and put real stuff back in, man. College football starting next Sunday. Next Sunday. We're going to kick into college football next Sunday. I'm sorry, August 2nd. Yeah, is that next Sunday? Yeah, next Sunday, August 2nd. August 2nd. Next Sunday. Yeah. That's That's when college football every Sunday night Hurricanes Unfiltered live will pop off. I'll probably do a lot of ACC coverage, not to mention watching some more national games of the Ohio States, the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Texas, the Michigans. Do I really gotta say Indiana? God damn, Indiana. I don't know what the postage is, sir. The postage is calculated. The postage is calculated when you buy it. I don't even know who to. I'll be having. I mean, catch me on a Hurricane game if they lose. Then you'll find you want to find a real mood. Catch me then. I hope I don't have to have a mood like that all season. Catch me then. If the Hurricanes lose a game this year, the mood will go real dark real fast. Yeah, it'll go dark real fast. Georgia's going to be a force. Of course, they're going to be a force. They're one of the best teams in the country, man. They're going to be one of the best teams in the country. I mean, we know who the best teams in the country are. Oh, man, it'll be a dark day. But the thing about the Hurricanes is this. When the Hurricanes lose, bruh, when the Hurricanes lose, the Hurricane fan base goes absolutely apeshit. Especially now. When the Hurricanes would lose when we weren't good for 20 years, well, whatever. When the Hurricanes lost last year, the crash out was insane. If they lose a game with this schedule outside of Notre Dame and they should beat that team too, it will not be pleasant. It will not be pleasant. I'll tell you that. Why do I like college football more than NFL? Why do you like the NFL more than college? I probably the opposite reason that you like the NFL is why I like college. I think NFL football is boring. I think NFL football is boring, like legitimately boring. And I'm not even BSing. I think it's just boring. I think there's so little excitement behind NFL football. You could there's a reason. There's a reason stadiums in NFL are 70,000 and the biggest stadiums in college are over 100,000. There's not a team in the NFL that could fill 100,000 seat stadium outside of the Cowboys, and I don't even know if the Cowboys stadium seats 100,000 for football. Oh no, the Canes can't lose twice this year and be in the dance. No chance. The Canes will not make the Canes will not make the playoffs this year if they lose in the ACC. They cannot lose. If they lose in the ACC, they will not make the playoffs. I'm not making any more designs of shirts that are involving Sophie Cunningham. If if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I'm not doing this shit no more. Y'all don't even buy Caitlyn material, so what the hell? Y'all don't even buy Caitlyn shirts. It's hilarious. You don't even buy Caitlyn shirts, so whatever. It's funny. Absolutely funny. You know. But anyhow, I think college football is so much more exciting. I think the energy of college football. SMU is no trap this year. Stop it. SMU is not a trap for Miami. Not this year. Heck, do we even play SMU? Do we even play SMU this year? You don't play everybody every year. I don't even know if we play them. Do we even play them this year? We don't even play SMU this year, so there's no trap with SMU. We don't even play them. So the trap game is Clemson at Clemson, October 3rd. By that point, we'll be 4-0, beat a bunch of cupcakes. Go to Clemson. 2 weeks later, we're at home versus Florida State. Then we got Pitt at home, on the road at North Carolina, which is always a headache for us. I don't know why, but they stink. And then we got Notre Dame. And then after that, we got Duke, Virginia Tech, and Boston College at home. I mean, if we don't go undefeated in the regular season, I'm going to be disgusted. We don't even play SMU this year. So there's no trap for SMU. We don't play them. But, that's all, man. I hope everyone has a great night, man. God bless. Y'all have a good evening. And I will see y'all soon, man. Y'all have a good one. This is Indiana Fever Unfiltered. Come on now, the podcast. Appreciate y'all. God bless.